Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1967 Smith Corona Super Sterling vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper, and the margins are above that. I'm going to set this left margin around 0 and the right one around 90. That's about the length of a page with Elite typeface. And this is the paper bell that sits on top. It's got two adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch back, skips 2. One more, it skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. And as you can see, all the keys type nice, and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence on the next line. Beautiful typing machine. Excellent condition all around as far as cosmetically and functioning. Print looks really good. Very popular model. It's got the nice turquoise color to it. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Shift on each side and shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side of the keyboard works great. Next to that is the touch control, low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them a little bit harder, but they respond faster. On the right side of the keyboard is the tab. Right now we should have one tab set, so to clear that, just hit the CL button right next to that. So now we don't have any tabs, but I always like to keep one set somewhere in the middle so that way it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your machine when you hit the tab button. To set a tab, you just hit that set button, which I already did, and it stops right there in the middle. You can set as many tabs as you want on this model. Below that is the MR, stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button, it does allow you to go all the way to the end. That works good. Color selector switch. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil or an imprint for copying purposes. When you have it all the way down, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. So if you have a black and red ribbon, it print the red portion of that ribbon. We're going to leave that up top for black. And the hood just slides forward like that, and all the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling to the right. If you want to switch that direction, you just flip the switch down, and it pulls counterclockwise to the left. You flip it up, it'll pull clockwise to the right. On the right side of the carriage is the carriage release behind the knob here, and this is one of the design flaws of this model, is that it's made out of hard plastic, so these break off all the time, and they don't make them anymore. So I design and 3D print these in my shop, so take a look at my shop if you need a replacement for that. These are the originals on this one. This is your carriage lock. So what that does is if you push it up, it releases the carriage and locks in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around in there, causing possible damage to your escapement. And the escapement is the mechanism that allows the typewriter to move one space at a time. This is your left carriage release. This is also the original. And if you push in the button at the end of the knob, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. But once you do that, you lose your place forever. So you just want to make sure that you don't have to get back to that specific line. This is the same concept. If you push this lever down, it does that same thing. You push it up, you get the clicks. And on the inside of the platen is the page gauge. So when you set it, you want to set it right below the 11 on the right side there. There's a notch. And then once you start feeding the page right there, and then once you start getting close to the end, you look on the left, it gets red. There's a red line there. And then that's 2 inches left. And then that's 1.5 and 1 inch. And then that's the end. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.